guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're doing a wrap up or having a look at all of the different titles and vinyl records that are coming out for Record Store Day 2025. Yes, Record Store Day 2025 is happening on the 12th of April, so it's happening on this weekend, and I have got a little bit of a dump dive then of all of the movie soundtracks that are going to be delivered to your local record store, of course, on Record Store Day. Now, Record Store Day is a day that limited edition vinyls get announced. You know, some of them can be worth mega money now if they came out years ago on Record Store Day. And they're very limited runs, so you can't get these versions of vinyls anymore. Of course, if they don't sell out, they still be available online and stuff after the fact. But mostly, the most popular stuff obviously sells out straight away, in-store, in person. And it's a way of independent record stores getting a bit of, I guess, recognition, but also support in the industry where people flock there, obviously, to get some bits. And I have got my iPad here going through some of the ones we're getting. So the first one I'm seeing here is Nuda per Santana. So it is a first ever vinyl edition of this. 50 years after the release of the first film in Italian cinemas, Alberto Bembo's musical score for Nuda per Santana is released for the first ever time on vinyl, and it appears to be coming out on a transparent green with a 30cm by 30cm insert inside it. So also got some notes in there and some audio remastering by Claudio Fuano. Next then we have a 7-inch picture disc, which is a Burger Dog and Bluey theme tune song. So for all the Bluey fans out there, fathers, mothers, if you want it for your kids, then you can get that, I guess. It's Burger Dog and Bluey, the theme tune song. And as I say, that comes on a picture disc, so obviously, you know, nice artwork and stuff of Bluey and the animation and all that. Then we got another Italian movie. This is an Italian horror classic. This is from 1981. This is Make Them Die Slowly. This is Cannibal Ferox. So Cannibal Ferox is the original picture soundtrack. And of that 1981 horror classic, of course, this is a remastering of the original stereo master tapes for the very first time. It comes in a deluxe gatefold cover with a bloody red vinyl. So that's going to be pretty cool, I reckon. So obviously any fans of that, that is a pretty cool pickup if you're after it. Next we have an original soundtrack for the Shudder original Black Cab. The music in that is basically by Gazelle Twin, and this comes on a limited edition 12-inch vinyl pressing of Gazelle Twin's original score of course, director Nick Frost's psychological thriller. Again, doesn't say anything about colour on that one, just says limited edition 12-inch pressing, so yeah. One of the most popular movies that has ever happened in the last 20 years or so is Harry Potter, of course. We get 4 Harry Potter movies: Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, as well as Goblet of Fire, of course. The John Williams scores for all 4 of those movies will come with a clear vinyl to boot in each one. These will probably be really limited sets as well. Next we have the soundtrack to Seven Doors of Death, and this is a soundtrack of the US version of the Lucio Fulci horror movie classic, which has been remastered from the original stereo master tapes. This is a rare alternate US rescore of the Italian cult classic, which is created by electronic music pioneers. Again, doesn't say anything about this vinyl in terms of if it comes with a fancy colour or anything. It's just the cool artwork that is there on the screen. Next, we have a 7-inch vinyl release of a single, Te Maldigo. This is from Queer. This is the Luca Guadagnino movie, starring Drew Starkey as well as Daniel Craig. And on this, you've got Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, the 9-inch Nails bandmates, who are now probably the best film score composers currently working. Next, we have a 7-inch release, and this is probably going to be a really popular one in terms of Stranger Things. This is the theme song to Stranger Things. It's just a single. It comes on a transparent red vinyl with red foil sleeve and printed inner sleeve. Obviously, as they build in hype, of course, for season 5 coming soon of Stranger Things, this is part of that, you know, I guess, promotional hype. It comes with 4 tracks. On side A, it comes with Stranger Things, I guess the theme song. It comes with Kids, and then it also on the side B comes with The First Lie as well as season 4 closing. Again, this is the score made by London Movies Works. Another release from London Music Works is the same kind of thing in terms of a 7-inch release, and this is for Succession. This comes with the Succession main theme as well as Adagio in C minor on side A, and then Andante in C minor, as well as Rondo in F minor, Kendall's Journey on side B. This comes with a transparent blue vinyl and contains limited numbered edition business card inside. Next we get the original soundtrack to Ludwig, the hit series starring David Mitchell. This comes on a transparent red vinyl with a sleeve containing a crossword puzzle inside, as well as limited numbering on each edition. Now this is not an actual like film score, but I guess it's like a remix of film score. This is Star Wars dub by Phil Pratt. Now this is a full LP edition, and it says here the original Star Wars dub album was released in 1978 on Burning Sounds, and it shows Phil Pratt's amazing talent as a record producer, singer and songwriter. The reissue of the original album comes out on picture disc for the first time. Now we have the vinyl debut of the soundtrack to First Love, Last Rites, which is a 1997 American indie film directed by Jesse Peretz. Then a very fitting release in the sense that Val Kilmer has just passed away, of course. We have Top Secret, the original motion picture soundtrack. This has been released on vinyl for the first time since 1984 to the cult classic film, of course, Top Secret. It contains 6 songs performed by Val Kilmer himself, and then side B then contains the score selections by 3-time Oscar-winning composer Maurice Jarre. Nearly 40 minutes of music in this newly remastered version with a gatefold jacket containing original press images. This is part of a 1,400 unit release, so very limited and very difficult to get. It will come in a ultra clear vinyl. Next we get the original soundtrack to Over the Edge, which is a movie that came out in 1979 and is seen as a cult classic film. This will be released in a Granada Blue vinyl. Then we have one of the most popular films over the last 12 months, Wicked. The soundtrack is getting a exclusive limited edition glitter green and glitter pink version of the pressing. I think originally there was like a standard green and pink, but these are like glitter versions, I suppose. Also comes with a poster, and the vinyl jacket will be numbered. So there it is. There is a look at all of the vinyls, movie related, TV show related, that are coming out on Record Store Day 2025. Are you interested in any? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm interested in a couple of those, to be honest, but whether or not you get them on Record Store Day is another thing altogether. Let me know down below if you're picking up anything for Record Store Day. Of course, not just movies, anything. Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more, and of course, I'll see you next one. Goodbye.